So the entire cryptocurrency market is basically in a meltdown right now. Bitcoin's falling, Ethereum's falling, altcoins are devastated. UST and the Terra Luna coin both absolutely wrecked beyond belief. It's been pretty crazy over the last 24 hours. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the situation for you, taking a look at the Bitcoin charts, talking about the UST LUNA situation, as well as taking a look at what happened with the inflation data and some of the crazy stats affecting the stock markets, which of course are affecting the crypto markets. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. If you do like that topic, if you do like staying up to date with what is happening in the cryptocurrency industry, tapping the thumbs up button would be much appreciated. Now let's go ahead and get into the charts. So just quickly taking a look at the Bitcoin charts, same kind of stuff we've been talking about for the last few days here, just updates on that, I suppose. We can see here Bitcoin has come actually under our key zone of price support here. So this is actually the lowest price today, right there. This is the lowest price that Bitcoin has been since all the way back here, early January 2021. So about 18 months. That was the lowest price in about 18 months right now for Bitcoin. Now we did close the daily candle within this area of price support. Let's see if we can close the next daily candle in there. Obviously, a lot of fear, panic, craziness going on in the markets right now. We also, again, saw a massive volume day yesterday for Bitcoin. So outstripping the volume of the last 2 days before that, both of which were, again, record volume days for the year and some of the biggest volume days that we've seen in, well, over a year. Last time was May 19th. Okay, not technically over a year, 51 weeks ago, but it's been a while. Been a while since we've seen this kind of massive volume coming into the market. Obviously, a lot of panic selling going on, but also some panic buying going on. I did buy some Bitcoin today, and I know that's crazy. Markets are going crazy right now, but I did get my buy orders for Bitcoin filled at $28,300. See if it keeps going down, man. Holy cow, Bitcoin. It's going crazy here, man. We also see the RSI for Bitcoin continuing to show an oversold reading. Again, historically, this time has been a time of potential profitability for the people who are buying in this zone. That being said, the RSI can fall further. It can be more oversold. It can stay oversold for literally weeks on end. So just, keep that in mind without a doubt. Basically, what we have seen today has been like a nuclear meltdown of the cryptocurrency markets. UST losing its peg. It got down to about 20 cents at one point last night. Absolute insanity. Higher than expected inflation data came out, causing panic in the stock market. We're going to talk about that at the end of the video. The Luna coin's gone down by like 95%. It's just been absolute craziness. Although, as Rect Capital does point out, after 7 straight red weekly candles, a relief technically needs to happen in the not-so-distant future. Question is how strong or weak a relief it is going to be. There's been a lot of downward price action. This is we're coming up on a record now of, weekly candles in the red. Pretty crazy stuff here. We're living through historic times, guys. That should be exciting, right? Holy cow. This is the altcoin market cap. You can see Terra is down 99.2% in the last 7 days. Unbelievable fall from grace for the Luna coin. We also see a lot of other altcoins taking incredible hits. Phantom down 65%, Steppen down 65%, ApeCoin down 60%. That's some serious bear market, panic, capitulation vibes that I'm seeing right here in the cryptocurrency markets. Oh, by the way, I just want to mention too, the next major area for price support for Bitcoin, if we fail to keep the price around this purple box here, we got a long way to fall. The next major area of price support is down around $22,000. Now we could find something around like $25,000 in this little region here, although that's not, the most major area of price support to exist in the world here. But technically it is an area of support too. But I think this area down here around 22,000 would be the much more significant one, especially considering that is where the 200-week simple moving average also runs into that area of price support. Real quick too on the 3-day charts. We've been keeping, of course, an eye on the death cross coming up here. Getting close to confirmation, although I feel like in this situation, we're going to get the death cross happen, but that's not necessarily going to lead to further sell. You have to remember the death cross is a lagging indicator, right? It's a lagging indicator. It shows you the market's already freaking cooked. And yeah, that market's looking pretty gosh darn cooked to me. Patrick Hansen pointing out as well just how historic the last 48 hours have been for the cryptocurrency market. So a top 10 cryptocurrency, Luna, lost 99% of its value this week. That doesn't normally happen in the cryptocurrency markets. That's a historic moment. The third largest stablecoin, UST, lost its peg in a big way, leading to huge liquidations, massive loss of money and wealth. And look, I just want to say, if you got hit really hard by the UST situation and you're just freaking out, you're losing it, I gotta say, just go out for a walk, man. Get out of the house. Don't do anything crazy. I mean, look, I know we can be looking at this situation and go, man, it's all over. I'm never gonna make that money back. This is crypto. There's so many chances out here for you to make that money back. Talk to friends, talk to family, right? Don't make any crazy decisions that you can't reverse, right? I know there's already been lots of rumors going around Twitter of people who have committed suicide over the collapse of UST, people who had their life savings in the Anchor protocol. So please, 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 if you're suffering, if you're hurting, talk to people, reach out. And I know it's definitely a sign of the markets to be talking like this, but it's true. It's true. I know a lot of people are really hurting after the collapse of Luna, after the collapse of UST. You have to keep in mind too, Terra was the second biggest DeFi ecosystem by total value locked, and the Anchor protocol was, I think, a top 3 DeFi protocol until like 3 days ago. So crazy stuff happening here in the markets. Now, right now, we are still in a situation though. UST still has a market cap of $10 billion. However, the Luna coin's only worth around $2 billion, approximately, probably worth a bit less now as it keeps falling. So you just have to start asking yourself the question, what the heck is going to happen to UST in this situation where Luna, the coin that's supposed to be collateralizing UST, is worth like a fifth to a tenth of the market cap of UST. Their Bitcoin wallet is also empty. Now, I cannot confirm that Luna has sold their Bitcoin, right? They said they were putting some into market making with UST and Bitcoin. That's where $1.5 billion of it was supposed to be going, but we don't know. Did they sell their Bitcoin? Hard to say, but we do know for certain that their wallet is empty. There's no Bitcoin left in the Luna Foundation wallet. So it's a rough situation all around for UST and Luna holders. So I'm out. I'm out of UST and I'm out of Luna. Now, Luna, I was lucky to get out at $6, which is actually the price that I bought it for last year. Now, during that time, I did take my capital out, and then I did also take profits on basically half of my Luna for 10x. So yay for me. I was able to get some gains out of Luna and not lose a truckload of money on it. That being said, I did lose money on UST. So I had money in the Anchor protocol. I also had money in a pool on Curve Finance, which was only supposed to have 25% exposure to the UST stablecoin. But 2 days ago, I go to get my money out. The pool has been raided. Almost only UST is left at that point, leaving me holding the bag of that pool. It's a rough situation, so way overexposed to UST. Not a good feeling by any means, obviously. Now, I did manage to get out of it for around a 22% loss, which is a lot, obviously, and especially considering it was a decent percentage of my stablecoins. Now, the silver linings for me, and look, I'm not trying to, make light of the situation or anything. A lot of people have lost a lot of money, including me. I did lose a bunch of money on this. But the silver lining here for me is that, well, of that 22% loss, about half of that actually gets eaten up by the fact that I had a bunch of UST rewards from Anchor. So it's really only like a 10, 11, 12% loss, something like that. So definitely not as dramatic as it could be. So in total, it's like a 4 or 5% loss from my stablecoin stack. It's a big number, but at the same time, it hasn't, destroyed my portfolio or my ability to invest moving forward. And the difference that, between basically the loss will be written off as a tax loss. So could be worse. It could be worse, right? And look, is the UST stablecoin gonna repeg? I don't even care anymore. I'm out. I'm moving beyond it. And look, I know a lot of people sold for a lot more than a 22% loss. And if that's you, ouch. I'm sorry. I feel for you. Crypto, man, it's just crazy stuff. It really, really is. And these experimental stablecoins like UST, damn. Damn, that's all I can say. I'm happy to be out. I hope that if you were in UST that you got out without too big of a loss, that you got out in time. Maybe it does repeg and you're holding it still and you get, some kind of payoff in the future for that, but I'm not interested in partaking anymore. Thank you very much. That's my story. Okay, now let's go on to talk about the inflation data. So we did get the inflation data coming out yesterday. So basically, this shows not the best situation. So we had the inflation data come out. Now, the good news is that it seems that March was peak inflation. So March was 8.5%, April was 8.3%, so yay, but then the market immediately dumped because the market had been anticipating 8.1%. So when it came out and they saw, wow, crap, it's actually only 8.3%, inflation didn't fall as much as we thought it was going to, everybody lost their minds, man. Stocks dumped, Bitcoin dumped, the entire cryptocurrency dumped, and it's crazy to have all this happening at the same time. You have this crazy situation, one of the biggest stable coins that is deeply integrated across multiple blockchains and all kinds of DeFi protocols, suddenly just taking a big fat dump. And then the inflation data comes out, and yes, we have hit peak inflation, well, unless it goes back up next month, but it looks like we could have hit peak inflation, but it wasn't as low as the market had wanted it to be, and so, we had a sell-off happen. So we have all these factors weighing super heavy on the cryptocurrency market right now. I also wanted to share some other stats here with you from the macro scene. So Colin Roach points out $35 trillion in global market value has been erased since the beginning of the year. That's 14% of all global wealth has been wiped out during this massive correction. That includes the $1 trillion in losses in the cryptocurrency industry. For reference, 2008, the great financial disaster of 2008 was a 19% decline. Basically, we are almost as bad. This entire correction in the stock markets and all this stuff is almost as bad as 2008. That is the kind of financial crisis that we are living through right now. It's not just crypto. We talk about crypto on this channel, but it's the equity markets that are really getting slammed, and it's spilling over into the cryptocurrency industry. Also, this one here, the number of companies that now trade at a discount to net cash has matched the highs following the 2,000. Bubble burst. Holy cow, man. Look at this. So that is our current high here. This is back at the bubble burst in 2000s. Wowzers. Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. Yikes. That's some scary data right there. John Ehrlichman points out that 50 stocks have lost a combined $5 trillion in value this year. Absolute savagery in the stock markets, absolute savagery in the cryptocurrency markets. What did they say? Make sure you live in interesting times, right? Well, these are interesting times. Holy cow. Look, in a few months' time, this will pass. We will get through this. I'm still here. I'm going to keep making videos for you guys, keeping you updated on the situation as we go through these very turbulent times in the market. I'm going to keep investing. I'm going to keep trying to provide as much value as I can for you guys in these videos, in the newsletter, on Twitter. We're going to have some fun, too, along the way. Some gallows humor, obviously, during these tough times. But in a few months, we'll get past this. I've lived through some massive crashes already in the cryptocurrency markets. And look, this is a historic crash, I think, in terms of what's happening in the equity markets, being one of the worst years ever in equity markets, affecting crypto in a massive way. But guess what? Every market crash in history, every bear market in history has ended. We will get through it. And in a few months' time, we can all sit around and tell stories about how we survived the great crash in the bear market of 2022. Anyway, I hope you guys are staying sane out there in spite of all the madness happening in crypto land right now. Let me know your thoughts on any of this. How are you holding up? Did you get stung by this whole UST thing? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.